He was on form today. He boxed great. He did the right things. He was counter-punching and he was moving well and he wasn't getting caught. And he started off with a jab.
Crazy performance from Oleksandr Usyk, you know. He stopped the fight early, you know. But I say this before, Daniel Dubois makes so much pressure, too much pressure, you know. He not control, and every jab, every right hand is too strong, you know.
He was moving, but when he found the time to be aggressive, he took and maximized on those opportunities.
Oleksandr Usyk has done it again, this time in dominant, emphatic fashion. In the much-anticipated rematch against Daniel Dubois, Usyk delivered a masterclass in composure, timing, and technical brilliance, stopping Dubois in the fifth round and silencing any remaining doubters once and for all. From the opening bell, Dubois tried to assert himself with pressure and aggression, looking to replicate the formula that once gave him brief success. But
thanks again for your time this week. We've just seen Oleksandr Usyk produce a stunning fifth-round stoppage victory over Daniel Dubois in the rematch. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, listen, he was unbelievable. He was on form today. He boxed great. He did the right things. He was counter-punching and he was moving well and he wasn't getting caught. And he started off with a jab, so what can you say?
I spoke to Oleksandr's cutman, Russ Amber, and he says he thought Daniel Dubois started a bit too fast, a bit too reckless. Is it a sort of a case of you're almost damned if you do, you're damned if you don't? They say you got to stick him on him, but then if you stick him on him too much, you leave the gaps?
Yeah, it's that kind of situation. It's a control violence, basically, and control movement, making sure that you don't overcommit. And, you know, you got to use speed more than power. So in this fight, it should have been more speed than more power.
Usyk remained unshaken. He boxed smart, kept his movement sharp, and used his jab to maintain control. Every step was calculated, every punch had purpose. When the moment came, he turned up the intensity and capitalized on Dubois' overcommitments, landing a clean, devastating combination that ended the fight. Lennox Lewis praised the performance, pointing out how Usyk's ability to control power and tempo separates him from the rest of the division. Even at 38, his footwork remains elite, and his ring IQ continues to impress. Lewis believes that
pro boxing fans, Joseph Parker, we've just seen Oleksandr Usyk with a destructive performance against Daniel Dubois. Just give me your thoughts on that one.
It was a competitive fight in the beginning, and Daniel did land some good shots, and you know Usyk did feel those shots, but ultimately in the end he broke him down, and Usyk showed a lot more, I think, bad intentions in the shots he was throwing.
I was going to ask you, do you expect him to be that aggressive? The counters?
I know that. Listen, Daniel was going to be aggressive, so what did Usyk have to do? He was moving, but when he found the time to be aggressive, he took and maximized on those opportunities.
For you, obviously you were there for a reason. I'm sure you want to get your hands on Oleksandr Usyk because you want to be in the biggest fights.
It was great to see him win and become two-time unified undisputed champion of the world. And I just waited for my opportunity. I want to wait for my opportunity and see if he does give it to me, you know. And hopefully we can get in the ring and share the ring together. And
that Usyk's discipline and technical mastery will allow him to keep competing at the top level if he chooses. Joseph Parker, surprised by how one-sided the fight became, admitted he expected a far more competitive bout. Still, he was impressed with Usyk's footwork, defense, and overall control. He even expressed interest in challenging Usyk himself, viewing it as a high-stakes test against one of the most complete fighters in the sport. David Adelai emphasized that Usyk came into the ring with a purpose, to shut the mouths of critics who doubted his ability to remain dominant at heavyweight. And he did just that. Adelai said Usyk's composure under fire and tactical patience proved why he's still one of the best in the world. Ajit Kabale, another top contender, echoed the sentiment, calling Usyk's win a crazy performance and highlighting how effortlessly he dismantled a dangerous puncher like Dubois. Every jab, every right hand was too strong, he said. He made it look easy. Martin Bacol wasn't surprised at all. He predicted before the fight that Dubois wouldn't make it past 5 rounds, and he was right.
Excited to be joined by David Adelaide. David, we've just saw Oleksandr Usyk produce stunning fifth-round knockout over Daniel Dubois. Give us your immediate thoughts.
Good fight. I think Usyk keeps proving himself. He gets doubted a lot, and I think he's proven himself so many times that it's kind of crazy that people doubt him. But you got to give credit to Daniel for getting in there. He tried the thing, and more credit to Usyk for pulling it off time and time again.
I just spoke to Ajit Kabayal and he says he feels Daniel, although he was having a bit of success, was maybe a bit over-eager and left some gaps. Would you agree with that assessment?
Daniel was thinking too much. There's times when I could see Daniel being a bit hesitant. He was sitting there thinking. He did let his right hand go and he did throw a lot of shots, but I think sometimes when you overthink it, you give Usyk too much time. And when you give Usyk time, you kind of let him play at his own sort of pace. Usyk established the jab from like the first 30 seconds, which was, you know, look, like it just shows his level, right?
Was it surprising to you how early the stoppage came? Most pundits were saying Dubois early, Usyk later points, but you know, wasted no time.
He wasted no time. I think in terms of the stoppage, it was definitely the right call. It came in the fifth round. You know what? I'm not surprised because they were fighting at a high work rate, and the pace was high. So yeah, it makes sense.
For Bacol, Usyk's ability to adapt and his refusal to make the same mistakes twice shows why he's on another level. He's already done it all, he said, so what's left? But perhaps the most impassioned reactions came from those who witnessed Usyk's transformation, his ability to channel personal frustration into professional destruction. Usyk had been quietly simmering. Despite his accolades and victories, some still questioned him. Accusations from the previous Dubois fight, claims of acting and taking a dive from a low blow, clearly stung.
For boxing news, delighted to be joined by Ajit Kabayal. Ajit, we've just saw Oleksandr Usyk score a stunning fifth round stoppage win over Daniel Dubois. Give us your thoughts.
Crazy performance from Oleksandr Usyk, you know, he stopped the fight early, you know, but I say this before, Daniel Dubois made so much pressure, too much pressure, you know, he not control, and every jab, every right hand is too strong, you know, and he not defends himself, but you see the result, you know, Oleksandr Usyk stopping fast.
Did it surprise you how early Oleksandr got the stoppage?
Yes, before the fight, I was, I never say this is, he come to stop him so early, you know. But after the first round, I say the fight will never be more than 6-7 rounds.
Ajit, in many people's opinion, you are the #1 heavyweight contender. You would love a shot at Oleksandr Usyk, right?
Why not? I say this is more time, you know. I hate trash talk. The fans will say Kabayel is ready for Usyk or no, you know.
According to those closest to him, Usyk took that personally. And this time, he entered the ring with one goal: domination. Veteran boxing analyst Pauli Malignaggi broke down the performance with surgical precision, calling it one of the most complete displays of technical boxing he's seen. Usyk doesn't waste energy, he said. His steps are short, tight, and purposeful. He never loses balance, never throws a punch without reason. That's what separates
pro boxing fans. Martin Bacoli, man, we've just seen Oleksandr Usyk with another great performance against Daniel Dubois. Look, that fight at the start, a lot of people thought it was going to be a little bit competitive, and Daniel came out and he looked like he was getting a bit comfortable, but Oleksandr Usyk does what Oleksandr Usyk does, and he wins the fight. Did you expect him to stop Daniel Dubois in this way?
Yeah, I said it before the fight. I said it before the fight, even today, before today, that Daniel Dubois would never pass 5 rounds if he kept boxing like the same way he boxed last time he fought Usyk. But he did the same. There was no jab, nothing changed. He deserved the knockout because he never changed something like he's supposed to change.
For Oleksandr Usyk, what does he do now? He's won everything. He's the best at cruiserweight, the best at heavyweight, faced every big name in the heavyweight division now. What does he do? Do you feel like he's going to still fight one more fight and then that's it? Or do you feel like he should just call it a day?
For me, I don't see him what he's going to look for it because he's done everything. He's the best for right now. For this moment now, he's the best. Retire or keep fighting. He done amazing. This guy is a machine. So he's the best right now, to be honest. So
it's him. Even Steve Bunce, known for his measured takes, said it hard to see anyone in this era beating Usyk. While he acknowledged that a fully fit Tyson Fury or a smart Joseph Parker could ask questions of Usyk, he still doesn't believe either could ultimately beat him. He's simply on another level, Bunce said. His intelligence, patience, and work ethic, those are unbeatable weapons. And now, questions turn to what's next. Tyson Fury is pushing for a trilogy fight, looking to avenge his loss and redeem his pride.
Guys, it happened again. Oleksandr Usyk knocked out Daniel Dubois right in front of his home crowd. Dubois came out wild from the opening bell, really trying to bully Usyk. And for a moment it felt like we were in for a war, but by round 3 you could see it. Dubois was gassing out fast. He couldn't keep that pace. Then boom, Usyk lands a clean right. Then a beautiful left hook. look. Mouthpiece flies. Fight's over. Usyk is once again the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Second time. Insane, but listen. Dubois is only 27. The talent is there, but taking shots, that's a whole different skill. And right now, he's not quite there yet. So what's next? Are we finally getting that Fury trilogy? Or would you rather see Usyk vs Wilder, Zhang, or maybe even Joshua again? Full breakdown in the video below, don't miss it.
Believes he can make the adjustments, but many observers aren't so sure. Usyk made Fury look limited in their previous outings, and it's hard to see how another clash would be any different. Mauricio Suleiman even suggested that Fury is motivated less by sport and more by desperation, for closure, for redemption, maybe even for financial recovery. Usyk, on the other hand, has nothing left to prove. From dominating the cruiserweight division to cleaning out the heavyweights, he's done it all without cherry-picking or ducking challenges. Every opponent has been tough. Every road, the hard one. He could retire now, undisputed, unbeaten, unshakable. But he might not. Because Usyk doesn't just fight for belts. He fights to prove something deeper. And as long as he has that fire, we may not have seen the last of this Ukrainian master. One thing is certain, when it comes to boxing greatness in this era, Oleksandr Usyk stands alone. Please subscribe my YouTube channel.